All right, and we are live. Welcome, everyone, to Tribal Council number 12 with the Dodo tribe. We have our final five here. Tonight, we will become a final four. One of you will not make it to the final four with us, unfortunately. It's been a fun crew, but the game goes on. So, Steph, last night, even with all of your technical difficulties, you did manage to win individual immunity. You are the first person now to win individual immunity twice. Um, do you think that you definitely needed it tonight? Or do you think after the results of last night's tribal that you might have been safe?
I'd like to think that after the results of last night, I would be in a pretty safe position right now, but you never really know what could happen, if there's any advantages left or if anybody has any other tricks up their sleeve. So I'm glad I'm safe. But if last night didn't work out that way, I think I would have been okay. Like to be optimistic.
Austin, I mean, it's clear here where the lines have been. Obviously, there's no denying it. But for the past couple rounds, it seems like you and Adam have really gone at it. You guys were the tide boats during the rock draw. You guys were sort of jokingly trash talking each other last night and whatever. Are you worried about your position given the way the other side might have been treating you the past couple rounds?
Oh, we don't need to joke about anything. Like it's me or Steven tonight. We don't have to like pussyfoot around it. It's me and Adam have a cute little thing because we've been getting along great. It just if we were on the same tribe at the start, we probably would have worked well together. It's just the reality is that there's two Braun members left and three Muslim members left. And while this seems to be the Dodo tribe, it's definitely it's been Braun versus Mosa since the merge basically. So but Adam's nice. I think he's really cool. I think he's really fun. He doesn't vote me out tonight.
So, Stephen, Austin said it's either you or him tonight. Have you two been campaigning against each other? Has it been a mad scramble, or has it just kind of been like they're just going to do whatever they're going to do?
No, we haven't been campaigning against each other because we both know that if those three have decided to vote one of us out, there's nothing we can do to change the decision anyway. And instead, it's been more important to try and get through to Adam and Steph, either one, that if they want to actually win the game, they need to make a move now. And if they don't make that decision, that's their decision. We'll go to jury and not vote for them. I mean, that's not me being bitter. I'm not a bitter juror. That's just me being factual about what's going to happen.
Steven.
So, Javier, I'm assuming that means, you weren't one of the people that they were trying to convince. That means they're probably, you're probably the person they're talking about here. Do you feel safe tonight, or do you feel like this could potentially be the end of, these tribal lines that we've been talking about for so many rounds?
I think they've been campaigning hard during these tribals, saying that they should vote me out because they won't win against me. But I think what they failed to realize is the three of us have been acting together, and everything that we've gotten is together. So,
wait, are you saying the three votes all this time were working together? The three people voting together were working together this whole time?
I'm shocked right now.
Well, there were 6 of you, and there are 3 of us now. And so, they'll say anything to try to get people to flip. But if people flip now, then it's not going to be good for the 3 of us at all.
So, Adam, how does that make you feel? I mean, you have 2 people here who are saying, if you want our votes at the end, you can't just keep voting us out and take Javier to the end. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like you have a shot at winning?
Yeah, I think any of us would have a shot at winning, but currently, if stay strong in my alliance and just vote out the people that have been trying to vote us out, especially now that the numbers have finally changed and it's supposedly 3 Mosa against 2 Braun. Why would I not just stay with the 3 people that I trust, versus the other 2?
I still have more questions.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Final 5. There's no merge coming after this. There's no. I've sticked with my people, and now we get to go to the next stage of the game. The game just ends, and one of you will win, not 3 of you. And if you're not playing to get that winner's spot, you haven't been playing this game the way it is meant to be played. And it's kind of really annoying and almost disrespectful to people who have been playing the game that way. Because we're
I
now
think
like lost. We're now like,
we've been playing the game hard.
I'm not
When
saying you haven't been playing the game hard.
when we entered the merge, it was 6 versus 3, and now we flipped the numbers. So I don't think that's disrespectful at all. That it shows that we've been playing well.
I'm not saying you guys haven't been playing the game and you haven't been playing well. But in any game, once you start getting to the end, you know, you have to
turn
start
on
thinking
your
about, how
alliance.
am I going to win? I'm not saying you have to turn on your alliance. Xavier, I suggest you definitely don't turn on your alliance. That's the best chance for you to win.
Well,
Right?
if we turn on each other now, it's going to be a 2-2 vote next time. It's not a smart gameplay.
All right. But here's the thing. I know that Austin has a good chance at the end too. All right. I know Steph has a pretty good chance at the end. I know Adam has a good chance at the end, depending on his actions in the next few votes. But I believe 100% that if any of us ends up sitting next to Xavier, it's going to be a really tough ride to get that win. And he currently doesn't have immunity. We can't be sure of that at Final Four. We can't just say, we'll get him out at Final Four, it's fine. He's won, at least one immunity, right?
We've all won at least one.
No, I haven't.
I mean, the 3 of us.
Oh.
Steph won
3
too.
of you, the only ones playing the game. Yeah.
I think I want to chime in after you're done, Steven.
Sorry?
So I want to chime in after you're done.
Yeah, sure. So, you can't be sure that you're going to have the opportunity to get Xavier out next round. You can't be sure of that. So take the opportunity while you have it. That's just my opinion.
If any one of you two make it to the end, everyone in the jury is from Braun.
I think what the frustration at least on my end, and maybe Steven would agree with me, is I just don't think we're realizing what moves were just Xavier's and if it was like a group effort, because it seems like, Javier, seems to be like the like you said with Chris was our like head man. It seems like Javier is your guys's, noble steed, and you guys took Chris out because you saw him as the head honcho who plays idols and all that stuff. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical to say that, we're not as good. You guys didn't vote out us because Chris was so good. So that would in turn say that, well, I guess Adam and Steph were kind of just like the piggybackers, and Javier is the big game move maker that needs to be taken out. And I think tonight's the night to do it. Take a shot.
The jury will vote on what they've seen.
And we've only seen Javier killing it.
If you get to Final Tribal Council and it's your word against Javier's, then they're gonna vote. We're gonna vote if it's us on the jury on what we've actually seen from the game, which is mainly from Xavier's point of view. I know you two have been playing. I'm not saying you're goats. What I'm saying is, if you want to continue playing the game, you've got to actually look at the game as a whole, and not just at this weird Mosa versus Bron thing, which I'm stunned that we're doing at Final 5. But some were doing it at Final 6.
It's not about Mosa versus Braun anymore. That's just how it started, because you guys had the numbers just because you knew each other, and then it was us 3 that were the easy votes, and now here we are still standing, and we're just not going to turn on each other.
You guys could have picked us off.
No,
you guys could have 1, 2, 3 picked us off, and it would have been five of you sitting here.
We tried. We could have, and we tried.
Right?
So don't pretend like we chose not to. You guys stopped us.
If the 3 of us wanted a chance to get to the end, we had to work together.
That would have fucked us up better than the idol.
We go one at a time.
I just said you guys chose to buy the idol instead of the sword, and that would have fucked us up. So you did have a chance to beat us. An idol's 40 coins. If you had bought it instead of the sword when we had it, or not when we had it afterwards.
We
I
don't
couldn't afford it.
have that many coins.
I couldn't afford it, man.
You guys had enough coins to buy it the next time.
You also had a
The
chance.
sword.
You also found the idols in the dig site, so you guys didn't buy everything too. A lot of it was just random luck.
Well, that one was just a miracle.
There's no
Yeah.
point trying to explain to me how well you guys have played, because I'm not saying you guys haven't played well. I'm not trying to dish your guys' game up to this point. What I'm saying is, if looking forward, your gameplay is just, I'm going to stick with my friends, as opposed to what's the best way I can win.
This is
Because,
the
like,
best way we can win, by staying true to our alliance. If we didn't,
Best way you can win.
we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's a great way to win, Javier. I see that path for you. Your game is pretty transparent at this point, and that's not a bad thing right now. Like it's a pretty clear shot to get to the end, and that's great. I would love to be in that position.
And I definitely think Adam and Steph, you do have a chance to win, but just not sitting next to Javier.
Well, we'll see what happens the next few votes.
Well, have fun with the all bronze jury.
I know. Nick's gonna be on it, so.
Oh, the quitter.
Did he quit?
He self-voted, which I see as a sign of quitting. He
Right.
doesn't deserve to be on the jury, in my opinion. But
Giving
I'll
up.
go on mute.
Wow. And that is some fantastic jury management by Austin. All right. So I think everyone has said what they wanted to say. So just also because we have other stuff to do tonight, if there's any last thing someone wants to say right before we vote, now would be the time to do so. All right, that's a no. It is 9:13. You have until 9:15 to cast your votes or change your votes if you've already sent them in. Bye, everyone. All right, and we're back. So all the votes are in. It is now time to read the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or other advantage that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so. All right. Nobody stands, so we will read the votes. The person who gets the most votes will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately and will become the 5th member of the jury. Sorry, I couldn't count. I forgot. So I will read the votes. First vote, Javier. Second vote, Stephen. Third vote, Stephen. Fourth vote, Javier. We're tied. 2 votes Javier, 2 votes Stephen, 1 vote left. The 5th vote and the 5th member of our jury is Steven. Steven, I'm sorry, the tribe has spoken. If you have any final words, now would be your time to speak them.
Steph, I don't know why you lied to me. That I don't. Just there was nowhere we had any advantages. But apart from that, I encourage you guys to play the game hard. Don't hold back. Say what you're thinking, and actually play the game properly. All right. This game's only fun if we're all playing hard.
I'm gonna miss you, Steven.
Bye, us.
Bye.
All right. Well, congratulations, final mark. You have all made it into the final episode of the game, so congratulations. However, your job is not done. We have not tribal council, sorry. We have an immunity challenge tonight, and we are going to go off live while I explain what that is.